Hi everyone, welcome to the Delaware Recycling Center. I'm Stacy.
I'm Brandy.
And we're your recycling tour guides. Have you ever wondered what happens to your recyclables once the recycle truck takes them away?
The journey for our recyclables can take them all over the world, but their first stop is right here in Delaware. So we're going to show you exactly what we do here at the Delaware Recycling Center.
Before we begin our tour, let's take a quick step back. No, not an actual step back. To ensure you are recycling the right way, never place your recyclables inside a plastic bag.
Recyclables should be placed in your bin loose, clean, and dry. If you do put your recyclables in a plastic bag, make sure you empty that plastic bag out and take it back to the grocery store. Never put a plastic bag in your recycle bin.
That way, we ensure that all of your recyclables are sorted properly and that plastic bags don't get stuck in or jam our machines. Perfect! Now let's start our tour.
When recycle trucks arrive at the recycling center, they are first weighed here at the scale. Inbound trucks drive right onto the scale for weighing. We then empty them out and weigh them again. The difference is the number of recyclables arriving for sorting and processing.
I wonder if it's impolite to ask a recycle truck how much it weighs. Next, trucks dump their loose recyclables onto the tipping floor. Get it? Tipping floor? Our front-end loader then scoops up the recyclables and empties them onto the in-feed conveyor belt. This gets the process moving as the recyclables start their journey into the Materials Recovery Facility, or MRF for short. Unfortunately, trash can sometimes end up in our recycling bins. Here on the tipping floor, workers have to be sure to remove things like wires, hoses, and scrap metal, which can easily become tangled in or break machines.
Once inside the MRF, our pre-sorters do an amazing job of picking out items that aren't recyclable. Remember those plastic bags we mentioned earlier? Yup, things like that can wrap around machines, and food can cause contamination amongst recyclables. Contamination is a fancy word for dirty.
After pre-sorting, crushed and clean glass then moves up a conveyor belt and out to the glass bunker or holding area where it waits for a truck to come pick it up and take it to be remade into new glass products. Next, a conveyor belt carries the non-glass recyclables towards a series of machines that sort 2D from 3D objects. Two-dimensional objects such as cardboard and paper climb over rotating discs, while three-dimensional objects fall backwards. Our sorters are there to ensure that no contaminants end up mixed with the cardboard and paper material.
We keep things moving with the co-mingle conveyor belt. This belt carries a mix of plastics, cartons, and metals through more machines and even a little human separation. Hey Stacy, do you know where magnets grow?
I don't know, Brandy. Where do they grow?
In the magnetic field.
Very funny. Well, our magnets don't grow here, but they do help us separate tin and steel cans out from the rest of the containers. The powerful drum picks up cans and lids and drops them into a bunker on the other side. Kind of like a Ferris wheel for cans.
People often ask, how do we separate different types of plastic to ensure a contaminant-free product and capture the most valuable plastics, like water bottles, milk jugs, and laundry detergent containers? Well, we use a series of optical sorters, hand sorters, and ultra-fast conveyor belts to separate each type of plastic. Let's slow it down. An optical sorter uses an infrared camera to identify the plastic and then shoots a burst of air to blow the recyclables into a different chute. This one is sorting milk jugs and laundry detergent bottles from the rest of the material.
Magnets aren't magic, but the eddy current separator magnetically deflects aluminum out from the flow faster than the speed of light. Well, not exactly, but the eddy current separator does use a strong magnetic field to throw the aluminum away from the rest of the material flow.
To ensure that we collect as many recyclables as possible, we use quality control agents to collect materials that may have made it past the machine. Perhaps our most unique member of the QC staff is our artificial intelligence robot. You can call it Max. Max can detect any recyclables that may be headed towards the trash. It can simultaneously pick out soda cans and water bottles so that nothing valuable gets sent to the landfill.
Once the recyclables are sorted and separated, they're all baled up and held together by steel wire. Each bale can weigh up to a ton or 2,000 pounds. Yeah, you got it. Lift with your knees. We're getting close to the end of the sorting process, but the journey for our finished bales is just beginning. Bales get loaded onto trailers that travel all over the world to deliver recyclables for further processing. Using recycled material helps save valuable resources that can be made into new things and back in stores in as little as 6 weeks.
Now, after all that hard work and intricate separating, we still have to handle the non-recyclable material. We bale this material and then send it off to the landfill where it is safely compacted and buried.
We hate sending any material to the landfill, but unfortunately not everything today is recyclable. Things must have a value in order for them to be collected, sorted, baled, and sent all over the world to get made into something new.
We want everyone to recycle, but more importantly, we want everyone to make sure they're recycling the correct way.
Remember, always recycle clean material with no food residue or liquid, and avoid putting plastic bags in your recycling bin so they don't jam our machines.
Thank you for touring with us today. We really hope you learned something about what happens here at the Delaware Recycle Center. Bye.